And welcome back to a very special airing of the Anti-Violence Project. We're here with Sergeant Lukenhoff from the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Now, you were at our very first Anti-Violence Project, so it's very exciting to have you back. And you did a good job for us then, because we've talked about a lot of different things in our area, in our community, different issues that may be affecting us, whether it's violence or safety. And that's kind of a combination of things we want to talk to you about, is safety in our vehicle. You know, we catch ourselves and our families in a vehicle a lot, whether it be going to work, whether it be just traveling to see family, but we're in that vehicle a lot. And we just want to talk to you about some of the issues that may be happening on our roads that we can either avoid, identify, or keep ourselves safe from.
Well, you know, unfortunately here in Missouri, two of our biggest problems that we see are inattention and the failure to wear the seatbelts. You know, cell phones, technology, but people sometimes they actually get caught up in thinking, well, I don't use my phone, so I'm an attentive driver. I'm really good at what I'm doing, but yet maybe they're turning their head and having conversations. Maybe they're adjusting their stereo, reaching for things. So there's all sorts of things that are involved when it comes to inattention. And then tragically, 68% of the people that get killed nearly every year are failing to wear a seatbelt. And we know that when we look at those traffic crashes and we really evaluate them, that about half of those lives would have been saved if people would have simply buckled up.
And I really respect what you said there. You talk about them as crashes, not accidents.
They're not accidents.
Because when that happens, somebody's failed to do something properly, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you do have the occasional, you know, a deer runs out in front of you. You do have the occasional mechanical problem, but the highest majority of traffic crashes are just that. They are a crash.
Well, when we talk about that distracted driving, man, we see it every day in the news. It seems like someone's had another crash because they were, just like you said, were texting, they were on their phone, or they were just not paying attention. What are some of the things that either we can do as drivers ourselves or pass down to our young people as well?
You know, when it comes to your cell phone, it's pretty simple. There's settings in your phone so that your phone will recognize that it's traveling at more than a walking speed. Your phone will recognize that it's connected to your vehicle through Bluetooth, and it will automatically send messages to people that are trying to contact you that you know, basically says, hey, I'm driving. It's on the iPhone, it's called a do not disturb mode, and it lets the other person know that, hey, I'm driving right now. I'll get your message when I get to my destination. You know, just being simply committed, saying, hey, you know, when I go through that drive-through, and because of the nature of where I'm going, I've got to eat on the run. But, you know, I'm going to get that food as prepared as possible. I'm not going to be looking down in the car trying to put that straw in the cup while I'm driving down the road. Being a good example for your kids, that is huge. You ask a teenage driver to not use their cell phone while they're driving, and then while they're riding with you, here you are doing it. So, you know, all these types of things, mostly just being committed to driving your car. That is the job. When you're driving down the road, that's your function. Let everybody else be in the car if they want to mess with their phones or whatever the case may be.
Let me ask you this. Is there a place that folks can go for information on this kind of stuff? I know the Missouri Highway Patrol, they take it very seriously. So is there resources available for us to be able to turn some of this information into our kids and to ourselves?
Well, there's lots of information on the Highway Patrol website itself. We have a traffic crash compendium on there in which you can go, you can get all sorts of statistics. We've got printable brochures, and then we have public information officers like myself all over the state that if you want to program at your school, you want to program at your business, whether it's traffic related, whether it's violence related, you know, that's my full-time job is to come in, talk with you, go to the radio stations, go to businesses, as well as you know, just doing written news releases and so forth. So
well, we want to make sure you guys have the information. Thank you so much for being part of this.
Thanks.
We're going to have more extended content on the website. Don't forget to go to 4stateshomepage.com and you can see more of this Anti-Violence Project. Thank you for joining us for the Anti-Violence Project. Our hope is that you've gotten the pulse of what's happening right here in the 4 states and what we can all do to make our community the greatest place on earth to live. Again, thank you to all our partners that made this possible.
If you have some suggestions on topics to cover during our next Anti-Violence Project, feel free to message our Facebook pages or send an email to the address on your screen. This can truly only happen with your help and support. I read a statement the other day that said violence is a disease that corrupts only those who use it regardless of the cause.
The fact is, one is too many, and there's always more work to do. So join us in the fight, partner with us in the community, and stand together with the Anti-Violence Project. Thank you for watching.